In today's class, we'll start with visualizing geographical data. Next category of visuals, visualizing geographical data. Geographical data. Whenever we need to visualize geographical data, how to visualize, we'll see it now. So let's close this and let me open Power BI desktop file. Right. Let's open Power BI desktop. So once after opening Power BI desktop, you can close the start screen. We are not going to develop anything there. And let me load some tables here. Click on Excel, sample superstore, click on open. Orders, click on load. Visualizing geographical data. So state-wise sales. I want to show state-wise sales. State-wise sales. State is a geographical column, guys. State is a geographical column. I open Power BI desktop and I want to show state-wise sales. What is the visual I need to use? First visual in this category we'll discuss about is map visual. First visual in this category we'll discuss about is what? Map visual. Map visual. So map visual is used to visualize geographical data. Map visual is used to visualize the geographical data. Geographical data. Whenever we need to visualize geographical data, your option will be a map visual. So let's understand it. So we understand the purpose of map visual, and let me take the map visual now. Just click on map visual. It will add the map visual to the report canvas. And I said that in the map visual, you need to show geographical data only. So when I want to show state-wise sales here, how to show it? First field value is location. So location is the place where you need to drag the geographical column. Before we start visualizing geographical data, so we need to do one thing, guys. We need to categorize the geographical fields. So before we start visualizing geographical data, we need to categorize the geographical fields. Categorize the geographical fields. Columns. Categorize the geographical columns. So state column is there, right? So what we need to do is when I select the state, when I go to column tools there, when I go to column tools, when you go to data category, it is under uncategorized. So the state column is not categorized. So when you select any column, you'll see column tools. When you go to the column tools, you'll see data category uncategorized. So when you find any geographical fields, we need to categorize it. How to categorize geographical field? Let's see now. So select the state column, categorize it. Go and select state here. State or province. So you need to select this, you need to categorize it. Why? Why we need to categorize it? Why we need to categorize it is, when you are not categorizing a geographical columns, so when you categorize the geographical columns, performance will increase, guys. Performance will increase. Performance will increase. So how the performance will increase? When you categorize the geographical columns, how the performance will increase is, when you are not categorizing it, when you drag the state column to the location, it takes some time to locate that states in the map. So when you are not categorizing, when you drag it to locate that states, it might take some time. So look at this. When I drag the state column there, it is locating that states. and it is locating the states in the map, and it takes some time. Why it will take some time is, when you are not categorizing, when column is uncategorized, when you drag that column, Power BI will read the values in the state column. Power BI will read the values in the state column. Power BI will read the values in the state column, and after reading the values in the state column, it will came to know you passed this state related information, and it will locate that state. Understand, when you don't categorize any geographical column, when you drag that column, Power BI will read the values in the column, and it will understand that I am passing a state. So here, when you are not categorizing, it need to do one extra work. What is that extra work? Power BI need to read the values in the column. Whatever the column you are going to drag here, whether you drag ABC column or state column or city column, whatever the column you drag into the location. So when you are not categorizing that column, Power BI need to read the values in that column. Power BI need to understand it's a state column or city column, and it need to show that column in the visual, and it need to show that value in the visual, guys. For that, it will take time, right? To read the values, to understand whether it is a state or cities or countries, it takes some time, additional time. So instead of that, what I can do is, I can select the state column, I can go to the column tools, I can go to the data category, I can tell that it's a state. It's a state. When you categorize it, you will see a globe symbol here. Beside the state, you will see a globe symbol. So when you see a globe symbol here, that means what? We categorize the column. When you drag this column, this time it will not read the values in the column. This time it will not read the values in the column. This time it will not read the values, and this time it will, we are telling I'm passing a state column. It will not read the values. We are intentionally telling that I'm passing a state column. You don't need to read it. The column contains states, just show that states. When you categorize it, when you drag it, it can look at them quickly. It can look at them quickly. So now here you are telling that I'm passing a state column, guys. So when you categorize it, you are telling that it's a state column. So this time when you drag it, it no need to read the values, and it no need to understand that I'm passing a state, right? Like this, and like this, we need to categorize all the geographical columns before you start visualizing it. So country column is, city column is there. Select the city column, go to the column tools, data category, go and change it to city. Same way, I want to go to country column, select the country column, go to the column tools, go to the, is it to country. So when you categorize the columns, you'll find better performance. And in interview, they'll ask you which maps Power BI will use. Power BI will use Bing Maps, guys. When you want to show the data in the map visuals, you need to have internet connection, guys. When you drag any location, that location information will send to Bing Maps, and it will bring the coordinates of that location, and it will locate in the map. It will locate in the map. When I drag any geographical column, it will send that location to the Bing Maps, and it will locate in the map, guys. It will, Power BI will use Bing Maps. Power BI will use which maps? Bing Maps. Fine. Now we seen I want to show state-wise sales, right? Where do you want to drag sales? Sales, can we drag into the legend means? No, legend is second dimension column. Can we drag into the latitude? No. Can we drag into the longitude? No. So these are also for dimension columns, we'll understand. So the fact column, you need to drag it to size, guys. Sales, I need to drag it to size. When I drag it sales to the size, now every state you are seeing the same bubble here, same size. As soon as you drag the sales value to the size, based on the sales, which state is having more sales, it will show bigger bubble. Which state is having less sales, it will show small bubble. Into the size, you can drag the sales. Why it is showing California, bigger bubble, New York, bigger bubble. Those are the two places where I have more sales. Wherever you have less sales, you will see small bubble in there. So you can even increase the bubble size. There is a bubble, right? We can even increase the bubble size. Wherever the states which contains more sales, it is showing some bigger bubbles. Wherever the states we have less sales, it is showing the small bubbles, right? State-wise sales. And if you want to show state-wise, category-wise sales, okay, you are showing complete California how much sales it is doing. I want to show California technology how much sales, California office supplies how much sales, California furniture how much sales we are getting. I want to show it, guys. Just 1 second. I need to show. So when I want to show, you can drag the second dimension column into the legend, guys. We can drag the second dimension column into the legend. So I want to show state-wise, category-wise sales. I can drag the category to legend. When I drag the category to legend, so previously you seen bubble, the bubble now it is splitting into a pie chart. So now it is telling state California, category technology, what is the sales? It is telling state California furniture, what is the sales? California office supplies, what is the sales? Same way in New York, each category how much sales it is doing, you can show it. Second dimension column, you can drag it to the legend. So I want to show state wise, category wise. For now, keep it on hold about latitude and longitude. I'll discuss about latitude and longitude in a couple of minutes. So I want to show state wise, category wise sales and profit, where you can drag profit. Now profit, you need to drag it to tooltip. Each state wise, category wise sales and profit I need to see. I need to show. When I want to show state wise sales and profit, how can I show it? Just go here, drag the profit column to the tooltip. When I hover here, when I drag some column to the tooltip, where you can see? You can see it in the tooltip box. So size and tooltip are for fact columns, and location is for dimension column, geographical dimension column, and legend is for another dimension column. And we'll talk about latitudes and longitude, what is the use of them. So next, formatting options. General, where to place the visual, legend, to format this legend values, and data colors. If you want to change any colors, now technology is having orange color, office supplies is having dark blue color, furniture is having light blue color. When you want to change any data colors, furniture, office supplies, technology, if you want to change, I want office supplies yellow color. If you want to change any colors, you can change it. And category labels, display category labels. Now you are seeing state names here, California, Texas. You are seeing the state names here. So that names was not enabled by us, guys. You are showing state-wise sales. So that state names, what you are seeing is not enabled by us. That state names are there in the map. So in the map visual, you have that state names. So it is not possible to format that state names. Whatever the names you have in the map. So I want to change the color of this text to some other color. It is not possible. So why is it is the names which are there in the map. So for that, what I can do is, when I go to map styles, show labels are there, right? So the show labels are nothing but, these names are nothing but that labels. I can stop them. I can stop showing them. When I stop show labels in the map, it stops showing the states. Now it is not showing the states. Now, so why we stopped it here? So why we are stopping these labels is, I cannot format that labels. That labels are there in the map. How can you stop it? In the map styles, there is an option called show labels. You can stop it using the show labels. You can stop it. Now I can go here. I can enable the category labels now. So now you have display category labels, right? You can on this. When you on this, we are going to show state name here. On this. When you on this, you'll get the state names. This was the names which was enabled by ourselves. And you can start formatting that state names. You can go to there and you can start formatting it. What is the text color you want? And what is the background color you want? So how dark the background color you need? You can format it. But so here, when I enable my category labels, it is not looking good. Why? Because there are a lot of different states that is not looking good. You can stop enabling the category labels. You can just go to the map styles and show the labels. This is looking good. Okay, for some reasons I want to format the state names here or location names, then stop this show labels, and format here. Format here. Where you need to format? In the category labels, you can on this, you can format it. If you want, you can even show both of them. When you show both of them, it is not looking that much good. Stop this, stop this. So bubbles. So if you have enough space, if you want to increase the bubble size, you can increase it. If you have enough space, you can increase the bubble size. If you don't have enough space, you can decrease the bubble size. Increasing the bubble size or decreasing the bubble size, we can do it here. Map controls. There are two map controls. One is auto zoom and second one is zoom buttons. So when you want to zoom this visual, so I'm not able to read these values properly here. So they are intersecting with each other. I can zoom this, I can see it. So one way to zoom this values is scroll up in the mouse, just scroll up. When in the mouse, when you scroll up, you can zoom the map. This is one way to zoom it. Second way, we can add zoom buttons here, plus, minus. So there is zoom buttons off. When you on this, you will get plus and minus button in the map where you can use it for zoom. So zoom in, plus is for zoom in, minus is for zoom out. So when you scroll up, it will zoom in, guys, zoom in. When you scroll down, it will zoom out, in, zoom in and zoom out. So same thing I can even do with buttons. When I add the buttons in the map, it will add plus button for zoom in. To zoom, plus button. To zoom out, minus button. Zoom in and zoom out. You can even do it. Zoom in, and when you click on it, it will zoom, or you can click on minus to zoom out, right? So if you want to add the zoom buttons, you can add it using map controls, or else you can zoom in. When you scroll up in the mouse, it will zoom in. When you scroll down in the mouse, it will zoom out. It will zoom out. And auto zoom. So auto zoom means, take an example. When I zoom this visual like this, when I share this visual to my client want to see this visual in this state, guys. My client want to see this visual in this state. When I zoom this, my client want to see this visual in this state, current state. When you zoom this visual, my client want to see the visual in this state. When my client want to see the visual in this state, so when zoom button is, auto zoom is on, when I go to there, when I come back, it will go to original state. Even though when I zoom the visual to my client, I want to show in this zoomed state, in this zoomed state. So when to your client, when you want to show in this zoomed state, so I zoom this visual. When I save this report, when I publish it, when I share it, it will go to original state again. It will go to original state again. Look at this. Even though you zoomed it, when you close it and when you open it, it is going to original state. I want to freeze the visual in the zoomed state. In this zoomed state, I want to freeze the visual. When my client open first, they want to log in here only. So when you want to keep this visual in this zoomed state, select the visual, go to the format, there will be an options where, so map controls, auto zoom off. When you auto zoom off, this will not zoom automatically. So when you zoom in, it will stay in the same state. Now when I go to the page 2, when I come back, it will not go to original state. It is there in the same zoomed state. It is there in the same zoomed state. From page 2 to page 1, when you get it, you have in the same zoomed state. Same zoomed state. When I go to page 2, page come. So when this auto zoom is off in the map controls, when the auto zoom is auto zoom is on, even though when you zoom it, when you go to other page, when you come back, it will go to original state. So whenever you need to keep this visual in the zoomed state, zoom the visual, go to the format, go to the map controls, and auto zoom off. Auto zoom off. So we understand what is this zoom buttons. When you on these zoom buttons, you will get 2 buttons to zoom the visual. What is this auto zoom off is, if you want to show this visual in the zoomed state, when client open it, you need to zoom it, you need to off the auto zoom option. And map styles, there are some predefined map styles. So road map, the default map is road map, aerial map. So it will show different colors, guys. aerial map, dark map. If you think that this map is giving better look to you, you can use the dark map and light map, grayscale, and themes, background themes, road. The default one is road map. I'm using road map here. Show labels. We understand what is this show labels. This one, whether you want to show or whether you want to stop, you can go and do it in show labels. I discussed it. Title, background, lock aspect, border, shadow, tooltip, visual header, same options which we seen with other visuals, guys. There is no difference, same options. Any questions so far about the map visual? Any questions about the map visual? Fine. The next one is why, what is the use of this field wells? Latitude and longitude. Latitude and longitude. So take an example. There are some cases where same name will be for multiple locations. Same name will be there for multiple locations. Multiple locations, guys. Same name will be there for multiple locations. When the same name is there for multiple locations, that time there will be a problem, guys. When the same name is there for multiple locations, so take an example. There is a place with the name Venkatagiri. So this place name is available in two different places, guys. So Venkatagiri, one is there in Hyderabad. There is a place with the name Venkatagiri in Hyderabad. And there is a place with the name Venkatagiri in Nellore district. So in Nellore district, we have one more name. The same name, the place name is available for two different locations. So now take an example. I'm doing the business in Hyderabad, guys. I'm doing the business in Hyderabad. So I am doing the business in Hyderabad in a place called Venkatagiri. I'm doing the business in Hyderabad in a place called Venkatagiri. Right? So I have some data. I have some data about this place. I have some data. I want to show it in the map visual. Let's try to show this data in the map visual. So I have some sample data here. I'll bring it. Get data. It is there in the text file or CSV file or desktop backup, and there is a map, guys. Map. So I have a one called map. Click on open, and there is some place name and sales. Click on load. Place name and sales. Click on load. I just prepared some dummy data here to explain this. And this place is what? Venkatagiri. And this place is located in where? Hyderabad Venkatagiri. In Hyderabad Venkatagiri, I'm doing a sales amount is this. I want to look at that Hyderabad Venkatagiri here in the map. I want to show the data. So I said that whenever you are creating any map visual, first categorize the geographical fields. In that, if you have any geographical fields, place is a geographical field. You need to categorize it. Select the place, go to data category, you need to categorize it. Just 1 second, guys. You need to categorize it. You select the place, go to data category, column tools, and go to data category and categorize it as what? Place. And you click on place, you'll get a globe symbol. Okay. And you drag the column to the location and you drag the sales to the size. Right? So I'm doing the business in Hyderabad. I want to show Hyderabad Venkatagiri here. But whatever the Venkatagiri it is showing here, it is not showing the Hyderabad place, it is showing places Hyderabad, Venkatagiri, and sales is 10,000. So it is showing a place which is there in Nellore district, guys. It is showing a place which is near to Tirupati. So I don't want to show a place which is there in Nellore district or near to Tirupati. I want to show a place which is there in Hyderabad, right? So sometimes you might have the same name for multiple locations. Sometimes Power BI will locate them. You might be doing the business in one location and Power BI will locate in some other place. So to avoid that, so might be same name will be there for locations, but that location will have a separate latitude and longitude. The Venkatagiri, which is there in Hyderabad, will have a separate latitude and longitude. Latitude and longitude. And Venkatagiri, which is there in Nellore, will have separate latitude and longitude. Latitude and longitude. When you think that I have some data, place information, which is there for multiple locations, then better to pass latitude and longitude also to locate them accurately. So every place will have its own latitude and longitude. Might be place name will be repeating, but latitudes and longitudes will be unique for every different place. Every different place. So in that cases, we need to pass latitude and longitude also to the map visuals. So I have some data which contains latitudes and longitudes, and let me show you how to pass latitude and longitude data, how to create a map visual. I have some other data now, get data, Excel, in Excel, D drive, Power BI material, Power View, Power BI visuals, and maps. Maps, click on open. Maps, click on open, and maps table, click on load. Click on load. Right. So now we loaded a maps table. In the maps table, I have a place name. So for every place, what is their latitude, what is their longitude, and how much sales we are doing in that place, I have it, guys. So when you have latitude and longitude, how to show the data, how to create a map visual, we'll see. So let me take a map visual again. And this time, before I go and start visualizing the data which is there in the maps, I need to categorize the fields. I need to categorize the latitude, select the latitude column, go to data category and change it to latitude, guys, latitude. And select the longitude column, go to the column tools, go to data category, click on longitude. So you need to even categorize latitudes and longitude and even place name. Select the place name, go to data category, categorize it, place. So when you see any geographical related fields, better to categorize them. You will find better performance. When you categorize them, you'll get better performance. Even without categorizing, it will work, but you need to better to categorize it. Now, I want to show each place how much sales we are getting. I want to show in the map visual. So one way you can drag the place name to the location, you can drag the sales to the size. So we are doing the business. Most of the places here are from India. There are some places from USA. There are some places from other countries also. But most of the places where we are doing the business is in India only. So most of the places where we are doing the business is in India only, guys. In India only. But not only India, we are even doing the business in other places also. Map controls, auto zoom off. Now it is showing each place and what is the sales value. Each place, what is the sales value. Now, so if you think that the same names are there, it is not locating properly. It is not locating properly. If it is not locating properly, then you need to drag latitude and longitude also. You need to drag latitude and longitude also. So when you think that the same name is there for multiple locations, and not only that, So if it is locating something other place as expected, better to pass latitude and longitude. We have latitude and longitude also, right? You can pass it. I can simply pass latitude and longitude. Latitude and longitude will help us to locate the location information accurately, guys. That's it. It will locate the location information accurately without any problem. Even though it has same name, the same location name is for multiple locations, whatever the cases it is. When you pass latitude and longitude, it will locate that perfectly. Right. Now you are able to see it. So as usual, remaining fields, legend, if you have second dimension column, you can drag it. Tooltip, if you have second fact column, you can drag it. So let's do in a reverse way now. First, you can even look at the location information using latitude, and you can even drag longitude here, and it is showing latitude and longitude and sales. When you just drag latitude, longitude and sales, so it will locate the place, but how the client can understand this place is what? Even with latitude and longitude, it can locate the location information, but how the client can understand this place is what? So it is not only you need to use latitude and longitude, always along with the latitude and longitude, you need to have location information also. Then only client can understand it. Then only client can understand it. So here, I want to understand which place it is. By looking at latitude and longitude, I cannot understand, right? You want to drag, I want to show place name also here. How to show it? This latitude and longitude is just to locate the location information accurately. That's it. The role is nothing more than that. You just need to drag the place name also. When I drag it, it is throwing an error. Look at the error, what error you are getting. Remove location to display latitude and longitude. It is telling that remove the location so that it can locate latitude and longitude pairs. Alternatively, you can also keep location and set the aggregation type to latitude and longitude to average. Aggregation type of latitude, set it to average. Aggregation type of longitude, set it to average, it is asking. So when you add first latitude and longitude, when you drag place name, it will throw error. So do it in reverse way. When I take place name first, when I drag latitude, it is converting to average of latitude. It will convert to average of latitude. It will convert to average of longitude. So already if the place name is there, it knows that it need to convert it to average of latitude and longitude. So if you don't have place name, first if you drag latitude and if you drag longitude, when you try to drag place name, it will throw an error. So why we need to convert it to averages? So same place will be there for multiple, same name. So in the same place, look at this Chirala, Andhra Pradesh. I have two records. Chirala, Andhra Pradesh. I have a sales for 2 times. First time sales is this much. Second time sales is this much. So when you have the same place multiple times, it will sum the salaries. It will sum this value and this value. It will show it. What it need to do with this latitudes? There are also 2 times latitudes will have it, right? So 2 times if you have the same place, for that same place it will sum the salaries and it will show the sum of salary. For the 2 times same latitude and longitude is there, what it will do? 2 times when latitude and longitude is there, when you do the average, you will get same number again, right? So if you want to get this number again, same, these are 2 times. If you do average of this, you will get same number again. If you do average of this, you will get same number again. That is the reason when you use place name, which contains multiple times, when you sum the salaries, and what you need to do with latitudes and longitudes, you need to average them. You need to average them. So then only it will show the data. So here, now I'm able to see it. Now my client can understand what is the place and what is the sales value. So instead of showing average of latitude, see if there is any possibility, better to even hide this information, guys. This two I don't want to show in tooltip, frankly to speak. But there is no option currently available to hide it. One thing we can do is this label, instead of writing complete average of latitude, I can just write latitude. I can just write longitude. How can you change the name? Just go here, change it to latitude. What name you have here, the same name it will show there. And just I'm changing the name. Go and change it. It is changing to longitude here, right? Right. So, right guys, like this These are the field wells, 6 field wells you have. We understand what is latitude and longitude, also when to drag it. Only latitude and longitude, when you need to drag it is, so when you find any discrepancies with the location information, along with the location information, better to pass latitudes and longitudes. They will help us to look at them accurately. This is all about a map visual, guys. Anybody have any questions before we go and start second visual, next visual in this category?
Sir, region also same.
What region also same?
Also we have to do categorize.
See here, that region is not correct, guys. So the United States, whatever the states they have under US, these people are doing the business in US. For that US, they have states. They split complete US into multiple regions. So US East region, US West region, US South region, US Central region, they split it. It is not the region. So Asia, Africa, it is not the region like this. Here, ignore it. Ignore it. This is not the region. You don't want to. If you have Asia, Africa, some regions, then you go and categorize it. Here, you don't need to do it. So what they're doing is, so the complete US, they split it into multiple regions. They're local regions, these are. Fine. The next one is field map. So we can call this map visual as bubble map also. In the place of location, it is showing a bubble, right? You can even call map visual or bubble map visual. So second one is field map. So what is field map? Field map. So in the map visual, in the place of location, it will show one bubble. In the place of California, it will show one bubble. In the place of Texas, it will show one bubble. In the place of New York, it will show one bubble. So, but when it comes to field map, that complete area will be filled with color. So field map will completely, it will not show a bubble there. It will fill that complete area with some color here. So when I go to here, when I go here, so it will show complete area filled with some color. Just go to location. You can drag any column, state column. I'll drag the state column. And legend, if you have second dimension column, you can drag it. Latitude, longitude. If you have fact column, you need to drag it to tooltip. State-wise sales. If you observe here, it got filled the complete state with the color, guys. Each state it got filled with color. Same color it is filling. So when you are showing the field map, so we don't show with same color here. If you are showing the field map, we don't show with same color here. Same color. So what I need to do is, based on the sales, I need to do the conditional formatting. The states which have sales from 0 to 30K, I want to show in red color. From 30K to 100K, 30K to 100K, I want to show yellow color. Greater than 100K, I want to show green color. I want to differentiate the states. Now when I hover it, it can show state name and it can show some color there. So it is showing, every state is showing the same color. Instead of that, I want to do conditional formatting. Field wells are same, guys. First two field wells are for dimension columns. Latitude and longitude also dimension column. Tooltip also is fact column. You need to drag it to the tooltip. Format, general, data colors. So here you need to go to data colors. You need to do conditional formatting here. Go to data colors and default color. It is showing. When I click on this, it will open. I need to do the conditional formatting based on what? Based on sales, based on sum of sales. So by default, it is color scale. For the lowest values, it will show light color, and highest to sales, it will show dark color. When I press OK, the states which contains lowest sales, it is showing light blue color. Where we have highest sales, it is showing dark blue color. New York, Texas, California, Washington. So these are the 4 states where I have somewhat sales. It is showing dark color. I don't want like this. I don't want like this. Click on f of x. I want to define some rules here. I want to define the rules based on sum of salary. When the sum of salary is from 0 to 30K, 30,000, I want to show in red color. Add a new rule from 30K, starting from 30K till 100K. 100K. I want to show yellow color. Add a new rule. When the sum of cells is greater than 100K, so 100K till max, might be I don't think we have a number that till max. Starting when sum of cells, the states having sum of cells from 0 to less than 30,000, it will show red color. Starting from 30 and till less than 1 lakh, it will show yellow color. Starting from 1 lakh till maximum, I need to show blue color like this. When I press OK, you can see it. The states which contains a red color, their sales values are less than 30,000. When the states contains yellow color, their sales values are from 30,000 to 1 lakh. The states which contains blue color, their sales values is more than 1 lakh. Like this, whenever you need to do conditional formatting. In the map visual, when you show the data, they'll ask you to do this conditional formatting, guys. That is map controls. So remaining all are same. General, data colors, map controls, same. Auto zoom and zoom buttons, map styles. If you think that the road theme is not looking good, you can go with the dark theme here. If you think that the visibility of this visual is looking good here, you can go with the dark theme. And title, background, lock aspect, border, shadow, tooltip, visual header or same. Only difference is in the bubble map. In the bubble map, it will show in the place of location, it will show bubbles. In the place of that location, it will show bubbles. The same thing in the map visual, field map. In the place of that location, it will show what? In the place of that location, it will fill that complete area with color. Except this, there is no difference. Any questions about the field map? So here the question is how the client will understand. So yellow color means between what range? Somewhere you need to show legend here. From 0 to 30K. 0 to 30K or else 0 to 30K. Starting from 0 to less than 30K. You need to mention that yellow, red. You need to write a custom legend. Starting from 30K to less than 100K. 100K yellow, and starting from 100K to max, you want to show blue or green, blue. You need to write a custom legend, guys, right? You did some conditional formatting here. How the client will know? So red is from till what range? What are the states you are showing red color? What is the range of it? How the client will know? Wherever you are showing yellow, what is the range of that sales? Wherever you are showing green, what is the range of that sales? How the client will know? You need to define it. So in Power BI, there is no direct option available. There is no direct option available where you can show that legends. We need to create ourselves. We call it as custom legend. We need to create that legend ourselves and we need to show it, guys. We need to create the legend ourselves and we need to show it. So we'll see how to create a custom legend, how to show it, how to create a custom legend, and how to show that custom legend. We'll see. Custom legend. See, so here when you are showing category wise sales in the pie chart. So when you are showing category wise sales in the pie chart, so category sales, when you show it, you see a legend here. This is a legend. So it is telling that orange color is technology, light blue color is furniture, dark blue color is office supplies. This we call it as a legend. You need to tell somewhere what this color was. The same thing here also you are doing conditional formatting here. What this red color is, what this yellow color is, what this blue color is, you need to tell it, guys. So here we need to create a custom legend and we need to show it. To create a custom legend and we need to show it, guys. How to create a custom legend, how to show that, we'll discuss. So this is all about map visuals, guys. These are the two visuals we have under this category, map and field map. So bubble map and field map are the visuals which we used mostly. Bubble map and field map are the visuals which we used mostly to visualize geographical data. Fine. So we'll stop here for today. We'll continue from here in tomorrow's class, guys. So about this custom legend, I'll discuss it. How to get that custom legend, how to show it, we'll discuss in the coming classes. Let me publish it. I'll write it as map visuals. Map visuals. I'm giving the name as map visuals. Just save it and let me publish it. I want to sign in first. User 32 at Power BI training.in. Fine, click on publish. 8 a.m. Jan 2021 Power BI files. Publishing it. Fine, we'll stop here. Tomorrow we'll discuss about next category of visuals. We'll go and discuss about next category of visuals in tomorrow's class. Thank you guys. See you tomorrow. 8 o'clock people can leave.